Hi, these ladies and gents. 5 sexy oud fragrances. Oud sometimes can be off-putting, can be very challenging, very strong, very aggressive, and some oud fragrances, they have this blue cheese feel to it, but none of these 5 has a blue cheese feel to it. The first fragrance I have with me today is from a French house called Piguet, and the fragrance itself is called, I don't know if you can see, it's called Oud Divin. Oud, everyone knows what oud is. On Divin means divine. That's the meaning, it's a French name. So what is this fragrance all about? This fragrance has different notes, has oud, has coffee, has patchouli and some resins, but has a lot of patchouli. This fragrance, the only one among the 5 that must be tried out, sample before you commit to a full bottle, because it's very challenging and, as they call it, very polarizing. So whether you like it or you hate it, there's no in between, and it has a vintage touch to it. If you really like this vintage style, then I'm sure you're gonna like this one. Longevity is very strong. Everything about this range is very strong. Performance is perfect when it comes to that, but you must like it first. Or I mean, in a better way, you must love it. Because if you're not going to love it, you're going to hate it. Try this one out. I mean, try it before you buy it. It's Oud Divin, or Divine Oud, from the French house Piguet. Number 4 is from an Italian house. It's called Farmacia. It's Annunziata. Man, I love me when I speak Italian. It sounds sexy, right? I don't know if you can see it. Farmacia, that means pharmacy. I don't know why the hell they coded that name, or they gave it that name, Farmacia. And then it's Annunziata. Maybe they started the job as a, I don't know, it's in a pharmacy or something. I don't know. The fragrance is called Whisky Oud. So what does it smell like? It smells just like what the name says. It's just like whiskey and oud. So once you first spray this fragrance, you get a short blast of whiskey. It doesn't really last long, like a minute, not more than 1 minute. And then the oud goes inside the whiskey barrel, so, and it stays there. So what you get a oud soaked in whiskey, and then you also have like a leather touch to it. It's not this harsh leather you get from Tom Ford, like Tuscan leather or ombre leather. You get like a suede, and then some smokiness. So it's a smoky suede. So, but this fragrance goes through different stages. Once you first spray it, as I said, you get whiskey, and then you get a smoky leather, and then in the far dry down you get the smokiness of oud, or the smoky oud comes in the far dry down. But the oud, the smell of oud soaked in whiskey, you have it from the beginning until the end. It is very delicious fragrance, very complicated. If you really like unusual oud that you don't smell elsewhere, like there's nothing like it in the market. Number 3 is from a German house. You don't hear nobody talking about this fragrance. Oh, the house. The house has a weird name. It's called Philly&Phill. I don't know if you can see it. I have to hide. Okay, don't focus on me. Focus on this. Yeah, it's called Philly&Phill. That's the name of the house. The fragrance itself is called Midnight on Max Street. Midnight on Max Street is completely different than the other 4 fragrances. The other 4 fragrances have this westernized oud, but this one has the oud that goes more in the Middle Eastern direction. So this is very pungent if you wear it indoors. So it has this Middle Eastern oud mixed with fruity plum and cinnamon. That's what you get. If you wear this fragrance indoors in a closed place, then people will be like, what the hell are you wearing, man? This one is very strong, because it is very strong fragrance. But if you wear it outside, people will feel like, okay, come, let me just give you a hug. It's very comforting, very cozy outside in the cold weather. Give it a try. Do not blind buy any of these fragrances, especially this one. This one is very strong. If you really if you don't have much experience with oud fragrances, then this one you have to sample it first. Number 2 is from a house people also don't talk about it. It's called Musicology. I don't know if you can see it. Musicology. Musicology is a house was created, I think, 2 years ago by a master perfumer. I think she's a master perfumer. Her name is Nathalie Lawson. If you're in this fragrance game, and I'm sure you've heard about this master perfume. Her name is Nathalie also. This fragrance is called Fly Me To The Oud. Not Fly Me To The Moon, Fly Me To The Oud. What does it smell like? It smells like westernized oud mixed with patchouli and brown sugar. So, you know, sometimes when you drink mint, you boil some water and then, you know, you put the mint leaves inside and then you leave it for some time and then you have the smell of mint and then you can drink it. But this time you have a boiled water and you leave patchouli leaves inside and a lot of brown sugar. So they boil together, then you get very nice smell. So patchouli, sometimes it comes out earthy or green, but this time it's different. It's a sweet patchouli mixed with westernized oud. It's a very nice fragrance. It's perfectly unisex. If you're into unisex fragrances, I think they have in their collection, I think they have 5 or 6 fragrances. You have to try them. The house is called Musicology. This one is called Fly Me To The Oud. Try it. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. Number 1 and the last one is from an English house. It's called Welton, London. Welton, London. And the fragrance has a very long, weird name. Okay, Welton, London is from their luxury collection. The fragrance is called Iconic Amber Oud. If you're looking for an amber fragrance, this one doesn't have amber. I mean, despite the name, Iconic Amber Oud, it has ambergris instead of amber. So ambergris gives the fragrance oomph, like makes the fragrance very strong. So it's very complex. It has cardamom, it has ginger and cardamom and tobacco and oud and ambergris and so many other different notes. This one is very opulent, luxurious. When you spray this one, you're going to feel wealthy, even if you didn't have anything, but really it makes you feel like you have a lot of money. And people would think, okay, this fragrance, how much did you pay for this fragrance? It smells very expensive, has something different to it. It's not like any other oud. It's this oud with tobacco. It also has a smoky touch to it and spicy cardamom and ginger. And then, I don't know, it's very complex. Try this one. You owe it to yourself. You need to buy a sample and you try it. These are the 5 fragrances that I reviewed today. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Write down in the comments down below what is your favorite oud fragrance. Despite the money, regardless how much it costs, it doesn't matter. It could also be a cheap one. What is your favorite oud fragrance? And yeah, until next time, peace.